$1,000 only. Every episode I kill 1,000 monsters and perform 1,000 skilling actions to upgrade my gear, stats and wealth. But here comes the best part. You, the viewer, will shape the future of the series. By releasing a poll after each episode, I give you the power to vote on what task I will set myself next. For a full list of the rules and restrictions, check out the description of the video. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hey, hello there guys, my name is Vannaka and welcome to episode 26 of 1000 Only, and today we're gonna kill green dragons. The previous poll was so close that I had to ask you guys to vote again to see what would come out on top, and in the end the green dragons won by only 19 votes difference from the Vyrewatches, which is also a very interesting option, but for now we're gonna go and kill some dragons. So if you didn't vote last time and you want to make sure you do it in this episode, then feel free to go to the link down below in the description or the comment section and click on it. It only takes like 10 seconds, it's really easy to cast your vote for your favorite option. And if you haven't subscribed already, then make sure to do so as well, so you support my channel and you will know what the next video is going to be. So to prepare for this episode, I had to buy some items on the GE. The green dragons are located in the wilderness, so I don't want to risk too much. So that is why I'm buying an adamant full helm, black dragon hide and all that kind of stuff. And I'm also going to use a lot of my achievement diary upgrades, such as the RD cape and the Radha's blessing, because these are free and give me a prayer bonus, which is always welcome. Another important item is going to be an imbued ring of wealth, because this will double my chance of receiving clue scrolls in the wilderness. I'm going to get hard clue scrolls from the green dragons, so the more the better, it'll make us a lot more money. Alright then, I've prepared everything, let's go and kill 1000 green dragons. The green dragon is the lowest level dragon in the game, and I think the most reliable source for lower level players, because they always drop dragon bones and dragon hides, making about 4k each for every kill, which is not bad. The drop table itself isn't very special, since they only drop stuff like 75 water runes, mithril eggs, a rune dagger every now and then, and coins. But there's also a chance of getting a clue scroll, which may spice up the drops. One thing that may scare people away from using this money-making method is that green dragons are located in the wilderness, so there's always a chance of getting PK'd, and it always sucks when this happens. So I do understand that some people don't like to do it this way. Now, green dragons also exist in the Myths guild, but that's a very high level requirement, so I don't think that people who have completed Dragon Slayer 2 are actually going to kill green dragons for money making. Also, killing the dragons in the wilderness will give you an extra chance of receiving clue scrolls as long as you're using a imbued ring of wealth, which is definitely worth it. Now, if you do get killed though, you will lose the impute, which is quite expensive, so you have to always keep that in mind when you want to do this. Now, I think that one of the safest places to train at green dragons is in level 13 wilderness on the west side, just north of the Dark Wizards. Now, the reason why I like this place so much is because it's in very low level wilderness, so there's a good chance you can teleport away, but if you do get slightly blocked, you can run south and get aggroed by the Dark Wizards to escape from the PKers as well. For about the first 200 kills, I had no problems killing these dragons whatsoever, no competition with other players. There was one bot, but you know, that is not too much of a problem because I'm usually smarter than a bot, at least I hope I am. But then I encountered my first problem because there was this guy who just suddenly came here, took my spot, placed a cannon and just was very annoying. But of course I did not want to give up my spot, and the funny thing is that he actually skulled on me, so I was able to bring a poisoned dragon dagger and spec him every now and then just to annoy him. So this started to become a battle, him versus me, and in the previous episode I upgraded my house and now I have a rejuvenation pool to restore my special attack. So what I did just to make his life miserable is teleport to my house every time, restore my special attack and run back to spec the hell out of him. And as you may know, I usually stream my content live on Twitch, and I was doing this live as well, and my viewers decided to help me out a bit by coming to my world, visit the green dragons and try to scare away this dude. Never mess with the greatest swordsman alive. But anyway, after all this happened, it started to become a bit more crowded at the Green Dragons at the usual location because there were so many people, there was a cannon in like every world, so I decided to go to the other Green Dragon location in level 20 Wilderness to see how good this spot actually is. And what I noticed right away is that this spot was even more crowded than the other spot. Now there are more dragons, so you know, it's easier to get a dragon kill, but I saw so many bots here and also PKers trying to kill those bots. I also got a genie lamp, and of course I put all my experience on Slayer because this is a very rare skill for me to train. I can only train Slayer once in every 5 episodes, and another goal that we're really going for in this episode is to train up our combat level. We got a strength level to 75, which is nice, and the goal here is to go for level 100 combat as soon as possible because this will unlock a new Slayer master, Duradel, and that's gonna be a very nice Slayer episode, so I can't wait to actually get 100 combat. So I think that clue-wise I was kinda average on the drop rate in this episode. I started with a lot of clues in a row, and then after a while I got like no clues for a couple of hundreds of kills, which really sucked. But later on I got more of them, and I ended up with like 14 in total, which is not the best, but it could have been much worse, so you know, I am satisfied. Also, I was in a funny mood, so I decided to poke the Nightmare. Of course we're not gonna kill that one yet, that's gonna be for later in the series, but it was cool to take a visit, but indeed, there's no place like home, especially in this situation. What is also very nice about completing all these clues now is that in the previous episode I upgraded all my clue stashes, so for me it is now really easy to go and complete a clue. I don't have to buy items on the GE or bring them from my bank. I can just do them, and all the items that I need are in these stashes, so that is actually super awesome. So just to talk about the Green Dragons again, I think it's a very good thing that we're killing these in this episode because it will make us a lot of money, and we are very low on money right now, and we really need money if we want to improve the episodes. Like if I want to go and kill higher level creatures, I'm gonna need better gear, and since we invested like everything in our skills in the previous one, we really need to build on this cash tag, and that is why the Green Dragons can really help us with that. And that was the very last dragon, so let's now go and do a price check. Alright then broskies, in total we're gonna do 2 price checks, and of course the first one is gonna be the big boy price check because we got 1k hides, 1k bones, some ensouled dragon heads, and then herbs, runes, and some weapons. So the first price check is worth almost 3.9 mil, and this is something I actually expected because the Green Dragons don't have a very great drop table in general, they just have the dragon bones and hides that are great. The second price check is worth 100k, so in total this means we made 4 mil, but of course we still have to sell it to the GE first, so let's do that now. So here we go, almost 4 mil, that is as I expected, and I'm super happy with this money because we really need it. But of course we also have 14 hard clue caskets in the bank, so let's open them and see if we can get something good. So we ended up with 5.3 mil in total, which is average, about 100k per clue. I'm still waiting for this third H piece, but you know, one day it will happen. So in the hard clue scrolls, we now obtained 20 out of 158 uniques, and for the shared table, we got 38 out of 49, so that is looking good to be honest. But now that we have finished the kills, let's go and get into the skills. So of course we did Tears of Gothics again in the previous video, and you always get XP in the lowest skill, and that means this week it's time to train woodcutting as our skill. I have seen a lot of suggestions from you guys ranging from killing ants, doing winter thought, or just chopping regular trees, and at first I wanted to go with ants, but then I realized that my woodcutting level is not level 60 yet, and that means I will not get any U-logs from the ants, and because of that I don't think it's worth doing the ants quite yet. So that is why I've decided in this video to chop 1000 mahogany logs. This will get me to level 60, so that means the next time we're gonna do woodcutting, we can do something like ents. I think mahogany logs are a pretty good option because they do make money and they can be cut down north of the farming guild, and I have access to the farming guild, so that's actually a pretty nice place to chop them down. Now, I do understand that chopping down trees is not the most fun content to watch, but there's always a chance of getting something extra. For example, the beaver pet, which has only a very small chance, but sometimes you also get bird nests with clue scrolls. Now, of course, don't expect me to say that I got a beaver pet during these 1k logs, because that of course didn't happen, but as you can see, I did get a medium clue, and that is a bit exciting. Also, a bit later, we got 57 woodcutting, and this unlocks a new type of canoe, the Waka canoe, and that's the best canoe out there, so that's nice. And another clue scroll, an easy one. But that is all. I ended up with 60 woodcutting, and as I said, this is a great level to have because now I can chop down ents and receive U-logs from them, which makes them much more profitable. But anyway, we have now collected 1000 mahogany logs, 3 crushed nests, a gold ring, a medium clue, and an easy clue. Let's open the clues and sell everything to the GE. So that is 527k right there. That's a nice addition to the money we have already made in this episode, and every single coin is welcome at this point. But now it's time to do Tears of Gothics again, because of course we need a new skill to train in the next episode. And this time our lowest skill is smithing, and that is a very interesting one because level 70 smithing is required for the quest Song of the Elves and Dragon Slayer 2. So if we want to go and complete those quests, we need level 70. Now, can you find 1000 actions of something that will result into level 70 smithing or not? Simply share your idea in the comment section of this video, and maybe I will use your idea in the next episode. So let's now take a look at the stats we have trained in this episode. We got 3 strength levels to level 76, 1 smithing level to 54, and 7 woodcutting levels to 60. And we got 1 combat level from 95 to 96, not bad. Okay, so then it's now time to talk about the poll for the next episode. And I think what is going on right now is very interesting for my account, because I'm getting really close to elite clue requirements, and then the whole account will change because so many more options will become available. So this time you can vote for 1000 black demons, 1000 Kurasks, or 1000 regular Vyrewatches, so not the sentinel ones. If we go with the black demons, we will definitely get a couple of combat levels because of their high HP level. We need to get level 100 combat before episode 30 so we can do Duradel Slayer. I will be killing them in the catacombs, which means we will also stack up on totem pieces for Skotizo. If we choose to kill Kurasks, we will need to bring wild pies, since our Slayer level is only 69, while level 70 is required. Well, this will not be a big problem though, since we can simply use it as my main food. Kurasks are great moneymakers and have decent HP, so it's also good for our combat stats. And then last we have the Vyrewatches again, so remember it's the regular ones and not the sentinel ones. And if we do the Vyrewatches, we will complete the quest A Taste of Hope, which gives access to a new teleport close to these Vyrewatches, and they also have a great loot table, so definitely an interesting monster to kill. And this will also unlock the master clue requirement I have waiting in my bank, so that is quite exciting too. So as I said at the beginning of the video, voting is really easy. Simply click on the link in the description and choose your favorite option. It takes like 10 seconds and that's it. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content. Thank you in advance. And that means we've now come to an end of this episode. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, and thank you very much for watching, my friends. See you next time. Bye bye.